I know I went live earlier, and this is a follow up to conversation y'all just had with Andre TheAlchemist369. We had a phenomenal live. Well, he had a phenomenal live, and I was a part of. I was just listening in. So it was a lot of questions that he answered correctly. I know that well, all answers were correct to his experience, and I'm super excited about that. Yo, hey, what's going on, Linda? Good having you. B. Yeah, we just got done with Aaron. Yeah, uh, he did a great job. It's this line of work and what we do for y'all takes a lot of energy because we put all our heart into this and busy lives. And but he did a great job. I just There was a lot that was thank you, Aaron and DK Vision. Thanks for doing this live streams. Yeah, I saw you at the Alchemist live stream. It was awesome. It really was. But I just wanted to tag team. I know he was getting. This is that we didn't plan it like that. But I'm not gonna go live while he's going live because we both have we work together, and tomorrow is our first uh, iBendEOBE podcast, so we're super excited about that. And we're gonna be talking about all the questions that y'all have about the OBE state, which is um, why a lot of y'all follow us. But the like he stated in a lot of ways, um it's about what you do with all that information while you're here, because your soul is eternal. Hi, Kimsey, Curly Soul, everyone, reporting. I love it. So we are an eternal soul, so and there's no way around that. So we're going back to that state every night, and we differ on different things because his experience is different than mine. But as far as I strongly believe that we maybe this it feels very strong, the amount of soul that we have while we're here. But in my experience, we definitely spend time in other realms, constructs, you name it. So maybe not realms within this construct, which I think we do, but definitely other constructs. I think it's so huge. Um, the level of creation that we are a part of, right? So, and we are that which creates as well. So, how cool it is. And I'm going to take the route of manifestations in this conversation because there were some questions about manifestations on that live that he just did, and I talked a little bit on the small live that I did this morning. But you are currently manifesting whatever it is that you are experiencing right now. Is a manifestation of your own thoughts. So why not think different thoughts, right? Why not? You're there. Go to sleep, Alchemist. He don't sleep. Andre, he don't. I think he forgot what that feels like. He just his consciousness is always aware, and you know what? He apart from all the work that I've done on my own, I really consider him. a teacher as well, because I learned a lot from him. Last night we spent a lot of time talking about the practice. We do this, and I appreciate all the wisdom that he gave you out. And like he said, this is a labor of love. We really, um, we really do this because um, it's part of what we came to do. It's what we came to do. And we met through the various groups. And this, though I'm going to talk about manifestation in a minute, it was a follow up to his live, because um, it was just amazing, and seeing that there is still so much work to be done, and helping y'all remember. And we want y'all to join us in this remembrance journey. And the way you join us is by keeping full integrity in your life. The people around you need to know that you are who you are at all times, and not for your own benefit, but for the benefit of the whole. The more we continue, put your questions on the chat, please, if you have any. But the more you and me, I'm talking the most of the time that I'm speaking in front of this camera and to all of y'all, it's I'm talking to myself as well as all of y'all. But the more we continue to cooperate, right, and that's what Andrea and I are doing with these channels, is we are finding ways to cooperate so that the great work continues to happen. So, in this upcoming podcast, actually, we're going live tomorrow at 6. We both be we're going to be streaming simultaneously on the same channel. And well, it's going to be him and his channel, me and my channel, but we'll be tag team. So it's going to be a phenomenal conversation. And please share, let everybody know that that's happening, so that we continue to spread the message. So that's one of the ways that you can help do the great work. But definitely bringing your own. So on that podcast, we will be having guests, obviously, and we want y'all to be our guests as well. We want to hear about your experiences, what you're going through, how you can cooperate with us in spreading the great work, right? And how cool it is for all of us young people, spreading a better message out there, right? Not just what these systems of control want to push down our throats, which is pure entertainment, and things that really don't. Everything's going to forward the soul. Everything is going to work out good at the end. But why not make this time count, right? We want this count in here to this time in on Earth, on this realm, to count, right? So it counts by making us more knowledgeable about energy management, right? Because you don't experience the amount of friction that you do here on the other side. So I'm extremely, you see my smile, instantly my cheeks just lifted, just thinking about, what we have going on, um, what we're about to bring for y'all tomorrow. Curly Soul, so glad you're live now. I was just in Andre's live listening while editing wedding photos, and it's been helping me focus. I've been learning so much from both of you. Thank you, Curly. So, yeah, I accepted your request, or your to follow you on Instagram, and we'll hop on a call soon. But great job. Keep hustling, right? Kennedy Matlock, what's up, brother? I know, Alchemist, phenomenal live. Lost and profound. Have you noticed a difference when sleeping with your head facing north compared to the other directions in your experience? Does it matter when attempting an OBE? I think we talked about that a couple of lives ago. I don't know if it was you who asked that question, but um, I don't think it makes any difference. When I was meditating, before I started, practicing the outer body experience, I actually enjoyed better my head north. I even, facing north. I even, shifted my bedroom so that in my kids' bedroom so that everybody, excuse me, sleeps with their head towards the north, just for, the health purposes of it, because for the body, it's more for the body. But the OBE, there is no song, as long as your body falls asleep and you're aware and you continue to be aware, you'll catch yourself exiting your body, and you'll have a phenomenal experience, commanding your space and deciding where you go from there. But going back to the manifestation topic, and this is not, I'm not talking about, for the cars and the relationships and the money. All that is part of your manifestation, right? That's just a byproduct of what you have thought consistently, and allow the paths of life to take you to that place, right? So Andre was talking about that on the live, but it's so magical to see your life taking the shape that you molded into. Isn't it that cool that you can really envision what you want your life to be, and get that right? I got Kim C asking a question. Hey Kim, can you share your experience, the sensations right before you leave out? Everyone is a bit different, and many of us are trying to bridge the gap. Yeah, absolutely. So I feel rocking, right? Like it's like either rocking, or my legs go up, my soul leg, my soul body legs go up. Definitely feel the um the more you practice, the kind of like a lot of that things disappear, or a lot of those sensations, at least for me, they kind of like you don't need them. You just know you're out and you're out. But the move, your body trying to move, um the itch, so when you start feeling those things that you're about to exit. So yeah, everybody's different, but at the same time, it's just a very similar process if you follow it. Make sure, like Andre was saying, train your consciousness to recognize it's the signs of your soul exiting. Train it, and I'm working on that as well. That was part of our conversation yesterday. Just put the work in. Really, really dedicate to just sitting still. That's something that is huge about the practice. You really have to just sit still. Just let it be. Don't itch, don't move. You're gonna swallow. Actually, I was practicing earlier. I wasn't trying to exit. I was just more working on the consciousness aspect of it. So keeping my consciousness aware without moving, playing the beats. And I found that, and I even heard myself snoring. So I was really deep, not snoring, but breathing. My body was shutting down. But I did it in the morning again, and I was still under the effects of caffeine. So to put my body to sleep, it's just not. I know that wasn't gonna happen. I know that the will of the soul is stronger, is very strong, and you can get that accomplished. But as of right now, anyways, I was just practicing to leave my consciousness aware while my body went to sleep. Um, I've gotten to the point. This is Aaron Hooper. I've gotten to the point where my body will no longer allow processed food. I practice a short Qigong session every day, and it helps my life force energy flowing where I feel it 80% of the time. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's something that Andre touched base on, as far as like the food. I don't eat a lot of processed food neither, but I cheat a lot, to be honest. But for the most part, I try to, eat not, foods that are not highly processed. I cook a lot. So, a lot of vegetables and um we don't do we like cooking with, natural or not highly processed. But I'm not quite a vegetarian or a breatharian like I've seen on this chat. No, I still cheat a lot, and I'm definitely working on that because I want to have a lot more success. I got the lost and profound. This is my first time in your life. Thank you. My first OBE. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. My first OBE and only one so far was spontaneous and unexpected. I didn't know about it at the time, and when I reviewed the experience, I was facing north. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I think it helps a little bit with the physical aspects of it, the health, um the the and it might help with, with your magnetic field, because that's the reason I lay um north, just to have, my magnetic field with the field of earth. And someone asked on Andre's the Alchemist live about if earth has a soul and conscious. He said that it has a consciousness, and I see things. I have some other downloads about that. And earth is more than just a it's a sentient being. It feels, it's got a consciousness, and it's not a soul, but this planet was lended for this experiment, and unfortunately, because of all the other immature souls that he was saying, I like um but because of that, a lot of its resources have been exploited, and its balance is all out of whack, but that's all soon to end. So yeah, lost and profound, thank you so much for being here. um I'm glad you enjoying this your first time. Thank you for being active in the chat, appreciate you. DK Vision, what is the average amount of time you are in sleep paralysis state before you start to notice you're about to exit? Since sleep paralysis can be nerving to some people. So I have spent some time in sleep paralysis, and there is um you just got to get used to the feelings of it. And as the alchemist was saying, you start looking forward to it, because you're not going to die. Though the breathing kind of like softens. If you're not in fear, then and again, like, it takes practice. You got to practice. Aaron, my first one was also spontaneous and unexpected, 2019. That's awesome. That's how long you've been exiting the body, Aaron. That's phenomenal. Gillian Shields, how you doing, Gillian or Jillian? What is your understanding of God from the OBE experience? Thank you for that question. And I'm going to touch on what a little bit, expand a little more on that question about spirit versus soul, right? The spirit is, in my opinion, according to my downloads and the information that I receive and my wisdom, spirit is the force, right? It's what gives the energy to everything that exists. And that is 100% our lifeline. Our soul is our individuality, what makes you unique. So, spirit connects it all together, is the glue that allows you to be the creator that you are and one with the creator, which is what a lot of people, what all this control structures have called God, as a being that is above all. But that spirit that I'm speaking about is the glue that keeps you always attached to that which creates, and in turn make you a creator. So the creator, right, the architect, the designer,